Natural and home remedies for dyslexia. Easy treatments for dyslexia. According to doctors, there is no proper medicine or drug that can be taken for treating dyslexia. It is necessary to diagnose the symptoms for dyslexia as early as possible so as to begin with the treatment. Best treatments for dyslexia. Education. Dyslexia is not any physical ailment that can be treated by popping medicines. You can treat this reading disorder by imparting education on it and also by educating yourself. In this form of treatment, the teacher who will be assigned the responsibility of looking after the dyslexic children is given some specific training pertaining to the requirements of these special kids. The teacher will be given training using touch, sight and hearing therapy that will be implemented on the child to help him or her in reading. The methods used can be in the form of understanding letters or words using a finger. These specialists will look after improving your child's capacity to recognize the phonemes or the smallest sound that can form the word. The specialist will also conduct session for reading aloud that will help the child in improving the pronunciations as well as comprehensions of the words. During this therapy course, the parents of the dyslexic child must also contribute in the treatment. You must assist the teacher by providing timely feedbacks and improvement results of your child. The parents can contribute here by using simple homely procedures. They can blindfold their child and ask him to identify letters and say it out loudly. They can also ask the child to identify letters written with colors such as crayons. This would help to retain the interest of the child and make the treatment easier. Phonemic awareness. Phonemic awareness helps the child in recognizing the sounds or phonemes of spoken words. This treatment also focuses at changing the phonemes and helping the child in identifying the different patterns of words so formed. The child will be taught to produce sounds of printed words to improve their pronunciations. The child will also be taught to spell and write to improve comprehensions. Dyslexia is a learning disorder related to reading and spellings. It is not triggered by an intellectual disability but is in fact caused by poor coordination between the left and right hemispheres of the brain. It has nothing to do with impaired vision, loss of hearing or inadequate or below standard instruction. A delay in learning to speak and ascertaining a dominant hand, trouble with rhyming words and a difficulty in grasping new words are signs of dyslexia. Short-term memory and an inability to retain or reproduce what has been taught are other symptoms of this neurological imbalance. Dyslexic people are individuals with varying levels of intelligence and are highly gifted. Teaching dyslexic children to read and spell requires a lot of patience and hard work on the part of the teacher, family and child himself, but is not an impossible task. In order to memorize what has been taught, constant repetition and drilling help to a large extent. Dyslexia is no longer considered to be a major educational hindrance as students diagnosed to be dyslexic are given a number of concessions which help to assess their level of understanding and knowledge rather than stress on their ability to read and write accurately. A balanced diet ensures that the body functions efficiently as it receives all the nutrients it requires. Fish oils are considered to be a brain tonic as they contain omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins and minerals that facilitate the efficient functioning of the cerebrum and improve memory, concentration levels and attention spans. Hence, supplementing the diet with fish oils will help a dyslexic person to focus and improve the overall functioning of the brain. Flax seeds, another time-tested remedy for treating dyslexia, should be roasted, powdered and stored. Sprinkling a teaspoon of this tasteless powder on food, especially fruit salad, at least thrice a week, will gradually balance out the chemical imbalance in the brain. Brain gym exercises are highly recommended as they train the brain to use both hemispheres concurrently. An example of these exercises is using both hands to do different things simultaneously, like rubbing your head with one and rubbing your stomach with the other. Crossing the legs, right foot in front of the left, bending down from the waist and swinging the arms to form a cross for approximately 30 seconds and then repeating with the left foot in front of the right is another example of the same. Vocabulary instruction. In this treatment, the child will be trained to improve his or her capacity in understanding and remembering vocabulary. The parents will be trained to help the child learn his or her vocabulary. These trainings will be provided by the language specialists. Trainings in language fluency. In fluency training sessions, the dyslexic child will be trained to read aloud and write the words after identifying them. This process would help in strengthening the fluency of the child over a particular language. These would be multiple sessions of reading aloud, identifying words and sounds, sessions on phonemes, etc. Dyslexia can be cured by working on the brain. When these sessions will be conducted simultaneously, there will be increased pressure on the weak areas of the brain that disrupt the reading abilities. These sessions will help in improving the fluency of the child and thus improve the reading ability. Dyslexia natural supplements for treatment. Dyslexia is a learning disability which impairs a child's ability to read and write. It's often diagnosed after the child starts school. Dyslexia symptoms include delayed speech, difficulty learning new words, and an inability to recognize letters in the alphabet. Dyslexic children are also unable to process graphic symbols. They often display a tendency for mirror writing, reading things backwards and writing letters and numbers in reverse. There is no complete and immediate treatment for dyslexia, however, with the correct diagnosis and proper understanding of the situation by parents and teachers, dyslexic children can have a successful school life. A number of research reports associate dyslexia with a deficiency of unsaturated fatty acids, like the ones found in fish. Hence, children whose mothers consume a lot of oily fish and tuna are less likely to have dyslexia, dyspraxia, ADHD, and other such disorders. In fact, adding these fish oil supplements to dyslexic children's diets can make a huge difference. Fish oil supplements containing omega-3 fatty acids top this list. Another relatively new supplement is Ifalex, which comes under the category of natural treatment for dyslexia. It contains tuna fish oil, vitamin E, and evening primrose oil. Loaded with essential fatty acids, it is said to improve brain function. Fatty acid supplements may also lower blood pressure and cholesterol. Ifalex floods your brain with essential fatty acids that results in a marked improvement in reading and writing skills. Other recommended supplements for dyslexia treatment are: bee pollen, contains necessary minerals and vitamins. Royal jelly contains vitamin B complex. Multi-minerals, aids in proper composition and body function. Middle dot. Ginkgo biloba, helps increase circulation in the brain. Vitamin C, B complex, B1, B5, B12, calcium, magnesium, zinc, selenium. The above-mentioned natural supplements can't be considered a cure for dyslexia, but they surely make a huge difference in the treatment of dyslexia.